Hi traders, you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we're just going to be diving into one of the most talked about Forex trading techniques, and that is grid scalping. All right, we're going to be discussing grid scalping in this video. Now, if you have been wondering how to structure your trades to capitalize on market movements with precision, then this video is for you. Okay, so stay tuned as we break down the core principles of grid scalping, share actionable tips, and show you how to implement this strategy in your trading. First, let's just quickly understand what grid scalping is. All right, in simple terms, it is a trading strategy that involves placing a grid of buy and sell orders at predetermined intervals above and below a central price. Okay, now the idea is to profit from price fluctuations within that grid, whether the market is trending or moving sideways. For example, we are on the Euro USD chart. So if the current price of Euro USD, okay, let's just use a round figure, right? So assuming the current price of Euro USD is at 1.1, okay, so let's just assume that it's at 1.1, right? You might place buy orders at maybe 1.095. You can just place at 1.095. You can place at 1.09, right? And so on. Okay. While placing sell orders at 1.05 and 1.11 and so on, right? Going higher. So as the price moves, your orders are triggered. All right, and you aim to close them at small profits during retracements. Okay, now how do you set up a grid system? The first step is to identify the right currency pair. Okay, the right currency pair is important for this system. All right, and the time frame as well, because grid scalping works best in markets with high liquidity and moderate volatility, such as major pairs like the Euro USD or the GBP USD. So the next thing for you to do is to determine the grid spacing. All right, the distance between your buy and sell orders have to be determined. Okay, this depends on market conditions. Okay, for high volatility, you might want wider spacing. All right, you might want wider spacing for high volatility. Okay, then for low volatility, markets might require tighter grids, right? A common approach is using technical indicators like the average true range, just, in case you just want to measure, a level of volatility and all of that, just to calculate optimal grid levels. But one critical factor in grid scalping is risk management, right? Risk management is very important, okay? Without it, this strategy can backfire quickly. All right, remember the strategy is all about setting orders at different levels. All right, so assuming we want to practice that grid trading, grid scalping at this time, we can actually decide to place a sell limit around here. That is, let's say, should be around about 300. Okay, let's just call it. We can just decide to, you can actually use a fixed number of points, right? Fixed number of points. So we can decide using 400 points, difference of 400 points, or perhaps different of 500 points. So this is going to be for a sell. Then for buy, I can just set it at 1.04 045, right? 045 should be about 400 points. I'm going to be giving difference of 400 points. Then it means another buy can be around 041, right? If I'm maintaining 400 points, going to give me around 041 and so on. If I want to keep on going down, right? And then going up, right? From this level, right? From this 1.053. That means adding 5 going to be 1.058, right? So 1.058 is going to be another level of sell limit. Okay, so basically, of course, if you were scalping, using this strategy, you have to use small lot sizes. Okay, use small lot sizes to avoid over leveraging. All right, and then always make use of stop loss levels. Okay, set your stop loss orders to limit potential losses in case of strong trends against your greed. So having already set a buy limit for this, you can set stop loss perhaps below the previous swing lows, and then for your sell limits, perhaps you have to make reference to previous areas where price was rejected. Okay, so for example, you can use this as your reference point for setting your stop loss. So it's going to be above that. That's for a sell. Okay, so it means that your trades are happening within this zone. When you have a pullback, then you close in profit. So in addition to this, another risk management strategy to pay attention to is capital allocation. Okay, never risk more than you are willing to lose on any grid setup. Okay, this setup can be quite risky. Okay, so it's important to pay attention to your capital allocation. By managing your risks effectively, you can ensure your trading account stays healthy even during unexpected market swings. All right, it is very important. Once your grid is in place, it's essential to monitor your trades and adjust as needed. Okay, keep an eye on market news, as major events can trigger large movements that may impact your grid strategy. Okay, if the price breaks out of your grid range, you may need to close positions and reassess your setup. Okay, remember, grid scalping is not a set it and forget it strategy. All right, active monitoring ensures you are maximizing opportunities and minimizing risks. So that is the essence of grid scalping. Okay, it's quite a powerful tool to add to your forex trading arsenal, but like any strategy out there, it requires patience, it requires practice, it requires discipline, and a strong focus on risk management. Okay, it is very important. All right, if you want a successful trading, okay, risk management is a necessity. So if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth trading tips and strategies. Your support helps us grow and reach more traders like you. And hey, drop a comment below. Have you tried grid scalping before? What challenges did you face? I'd love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, happy trading.